What's going on, guys? It is Sunday, and I got a pretty cool story to talk about today. So let's start with my background. So when I played in the league in the NFL, every Monday was what we call like film day. You'd walk into the dark room, and the truth didn't care about your feelings. Like you're just watching game tape. So you can say, I did this, I did that, but the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Like every missed block, every blown read, every lazy pursuit angle, every drop pass, whatever it was, it's all there on tape to be audited. And that's what we used it for. We'd play the game. We would talk about how the game went, and then we'd actually go audit it, see what we did right, see what we did wrong, and then build a plan to get better for next week. And you learn quick that film doesn't lie. It doesn't have emotion. It doesn't judge. It just reveals. It doesn't care how you feel about something. It doesn't care about how something should have happened. It's just literally what it is. And if you're smart, you stop defending your mistakes when you're watching film. Like, I didn't do that. And then you actually see it happen. And you just say, hey, this is what it is. This is what I did. This is what I thought I did. Oh, this is what the film says. This is my receipts on actions. You start studying them and make a change. And that's what this rule about right here is. This is called Film Study for Life. I'm going to shamelessly plug the field manual. If you haven't downloaded the field manual, please go do it. Please go do it. Please go do it. If you haven't sent it out to 50 people, please go do that too. Just send them the link. It's free. That's why I created it. But when I'm talking about Film Study for Life, it is the discipline of reviewing your own game tape. It's like it's your words, your actions, your reactions, your leadership, your habits. It's asking, how are my actions landing? What's revealing about me? Like every man wants to play your highlight reel. That's what Instagram is. But very few of us have the humility to study the tape that actually builds greatness. So I can tell you how I'm doing. I need to sit down and audit what the reality is. And I would rather be somebody that does actionable things versus talking about things. So let's dive right in and start applying here. Let's start with faith. In faith, film study might mean being brutally honest about your walk with Christ or your walk with your Creator. When was the last time you reviewed the week and asked, where did I lead with my faith? Where did I drift into fear? Where did shame and anxiety take over? Where did I not surrender? Where could I have been more, for me, Christ-like? Where could I have been more courageous? Like, God isn't grading you on perfection, right? He's grading you on the grit of always trying to get better, like watching your patterns and saying like, hey, that pattern would take me to something bad. Let's go break that pattern. And Men of Honor, the group of which we're cultivating here, we don't hide from conviction. We don't hide from the film. We don't hide from the audit. We study it and we grow from it. So there's faith. Let's move on to family. How would I apply film study to family? Well, in family, film study starts with feedback. Like, how do your kids experience you? Like, go write a narrative about what would your kids say was the highlight for them in a relationship to you this last week? How about your wife? Right? What tone did you bring into the house, after work? What's on the playback on the film that you didn't think anybody was watching you do? What did you do in the dark, in the shadows? What would you be unproud of if all your video was watched? So review the tape of your presence at home. And you might realize that the people who love you the most need the version of you that shows up on game day, that you're proud of the film and not the one that's running on fumes, is kind of hiding in the shadows. You can tell me what kind of dad you are. And it really doesn't matter to me. It matters to your family. And if you want to be a better version of dad, then take this criticism, go audit yourself. And if you're like, I'm above that, you're probably the person that needs it the most. Okay. And why do I say that? Well, let's run it back to reality here. The greatest athletes on planet Earth watch film to see how they can get better. Apply that rule to your life too. You're not above it. Fitness. Okay. In fitness, film study isn't about the mirror. It's about consistency. Like, look back over the past 30 days. What does the film tell you? If I watched your fitness film over the last 30 days and I had to write, here's where this person's going to be in 6 months, what would the story look like? Are you training with purpose? Are you just getting it in to fit it in? Are you kind of skipping? Are you telling people you're going to the gym, but you go there and you're sitting in the sauna and you're on your phone? Listen, the tape doesn't lie. And over time, you're walking around living the tape. You can't tell me you live a disciplined life if you're 50 pounds overweight. You just can't. You can say, oh, I'm super disciplined and I follow. You're full of shit. You're not. You've somehow grayed that into a false reality that you're buying into. But the reality is this: is if you're walking around out of shape, then you're not disciplined when it comes to taking care of yourself. Okay. Let's go into finance now. Film study means knowing your numbers. Like the pros know their playbook. Like, where's your money actually going? Like, what percentage of your take-home money goes to hard bills that you can't adjust? What is variable and what is savings? What's waste? Every dollar has direction, and it's telling you whether you're in control of your financial game or you're not, or you're getting run over it. And a man of honor studies his financial films because stewardship is leadership. So let's close this out, and let me give you a call to action. Like, so here's a challenge this week. Take one area of your life. Like, I don't expect you to do everything all the time, et cetera. Just, but pick one area and do an audit on it and run the film. Don't judge it. Don't be emotional. Don't be pissed off. Be impartial and ask yourself, what is the tape revealing about who I've been and who I'm becoming? That's where real growth starts. And because you can't fix what you refuse to face, you can't lead what you won't study. Film study for life. It's how men of honor sharpen their edge. If you want to get better, you have to go look in the mirror and study impartially. So grab that Locker Room Leadership Field Manual one more time. I'm going to shamelessly plug it. Go to the website, download it. If you don't have it, you make me sad. If you do have it, you make me happy. If you send it out to 100 people, it makes me happier. It's free. Send it out. But for this week, stop hiding from the film, guys. Own it. That's how leaders are made. Out.